Hello guys, welcome to ESL TV for the RaidCall ESL Major Series 1. Group C today, and joining me is Jason Kaplan. Today he's lost a few years and become a little bit less ugly from the Paul Red Eye Challenger that usually is sitting here. But yeah, sorry for the delays. Basically, the guy who normally does Go TV for us, I'm not going to say who he works for because I don't want to tarnish anyone's reputation or their reputation. Didn't even turn up today, so scumbag you, who will remain unnamed. So we're going to have to connect to the local Go TV, not a proxy, and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, we seem to be fixed, and we are going to be getting back in here. So, I'm just going to bring up the full screen group. So you can find them, by the way, if you go over to csgo.raidcall-ems1.com. Bit of a mouthful, but you'll get there. You'll find it. So let's have a look at them then and get rid of our names at the bottom there. So that's Group A and B, which is totally not what I wanted. I want Group C and D, which are there. What? So basically, the guy who was updating the website didn't turn up today either, which is actually true. That actually didn't happen. So it just confused me by the fact it says Group A and D. A and B. Don't be fooled. That's Group C and Group D overall. So Group C today is going to be End Faculty Games SuperstarS, who are the former Imaginary gaming lineup, and 3D Max, who is Guardian on the server. Yep. Guardian is on the server. So these rumors about him leaving, yeah, I saw a news post on HLTV, sorry, on Cadra.org, I should say, yesterday about him actually leaving there. So not sure exactly how true that seems to be. I think he's going to be playing tonight. Do they have 5? They don't even have 5 on the server. We are ready, are the players. So Jason, it's Champions League tonight as well, going on at the same time. And I was thinking, going to start nice and smooth at 7 o'clock. 3 games, bam, 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 can watch second half Champions League. That's pretty much not going to happen.
I thought it never works that way.
Well, it doesn't. It never happens that way.
It always sounds so simple in theory, but then when you actually try to get it done and try to get out of the office really to go watch it, yeah, I am. I can barely hear myself.
You need to move the microphone closer to your mouth.
It doesn't move. It's like hard.
Ah, Jason.
It moves up and down, but doesn't move left and right.
Let me help you. That'll do. That's close enough.
Shoved it in my face.
Something like that to get it working. But yeah, we've had a few changes here in the studio with some new technological advancements here in the studio, which sadly don't carry through into our show, which is really quite.
Oh, okay, I see. I was about to say advanced. It seemed like it went the other way for me.
So it looks like we're actually going to be starting now with the knife round, which makes me a very, very happy man because of these little delays that we've had. Apologies for those ones, guys. Again, completely out of my control. Just how it seems to go all the time. I don't know.
I like chat.
Not having much luck today, that's for sure. So I'm going to drop us straight into game when I can actually get in there. Boom, there we go. Get a bit of game sound. Told you.
I was like, wait for it.
Yeah, there we go. So they're going to start knifing here in just a second. I don't know if you know, Jason, but we do knife rounds a little bit differently here. You have to do it with a foreign accent. So not your home accent.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this. Like you did Irish or something like that, and Paul tried Scottish or something.
It's your turn for an accent,
Australian.
Jason.
I'll try Australian or southern accent from the U.S.
I like the fact that you're quite happy to come in and just pick up a different accent today.
I don't think it's gonna work out well.
That makes me a happy person to know that you're gonna do that for us. You're gonna.
What accent are you trying?
Nothing. I just realised. Talk again.
Hello. Hi.
Talk again.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, this mix has got all kinds of buttons on it, which I'll probably mess up if I mess around with. Oh wait, no, that wasn't me.
That's why I always let you touch it. Ooh. Oh, there it is.
Now I fixed it. Right, now I can put us both level. Turn that down a bit.
Is this the knife round? Is this actually happening?
This is actual knife round. Come on, Jason. Get your Australian out.
Ah, now you put me on the spot. Whoa, mate, they're going in. They're going head to head, going down to some... Wow, I got nothing. Go for some shrimp on the Barbie here. It looks like the terrorists will pull through. That was terrible.
That was actually
I do not work on accents. I need to do a little more.
That was... Honestly, I've heard many accents in my life, and that was pretty damn terrible.
How do you do it Australian besides saying mate over and over?
Well, that's pretty much it, but you only even got one mate in there.
Yeah, that's true. I did say shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah, you did. I'll give you that. So, SuperstarS versus 3D Max. Of course, we are in group stage. It's all best of one. Top 2 teams will go through to the LAN finals, which will, of course, take place on the 13th and 14th of April here in Cologne. I will sadly not be part of them. That makes me a sad person. But either way, 3D Max here starting off on the CT side. Let's get Auto Director in here, see how he's doing today. As well, first kill is going to be coming over for SuperstarS. Up till now, they've taken 2 down, in fact, and a really nice push here on towards this A-bomb site. PHP coming around to try and deal with Shoxy, but Shoxy getting himself 2 and 3 kills there. No, 1 and 2, I can't even count. But Sneaks, either way, is now last man left alive, and Uzi will come around the side, finishes him off, and SuperstarS going to be picking up the first round here on Inferno.
If I'm not mistaken, was that a 4-1? Did we actually see 4 go apartment, 1 go down middle? I didn't see where the 5th member came from.
It was like a nothing, really, in the end, because they just all died. That's my tactical analysis of how that one went in the end for SuperstarS. But obviously, this French lineup, you know, they've showed a good bit of promise to us. If you're wondering why they're no longer called Imaginary Gaming, they basically left the organization. There was a big statement that I read about that one, but can't actually remember what their official reasons were for all that. So G-Max actually comes straight through there, not really having much of a problem getting into that bomb site. Of course, they're up against a fully ecoed 3D Max at this point. Sneaks is going to come, or not, around the corner. Gets finished off by Uzi. And there's another 2 waiting here for the take-in. And PHP actually doing a good job here, but can only find himself 1 kill in that one. That was 3 kills in the round for Uzi. And a easy 2-0 for SuperstarS.
I have to ask you, Joe, before we get too far into this, since I mean, I'm not going to try to deny it. I don't know too much about the teams here, at least these 2. I know a little bit more about InFaculty and Game.de, but who should be the better team? Like, on paper, who's the better team?
Well, if we look through the stats of what we've seen, like, up until now, 3D Max have... Oh, that was a terrible grenade from Shoxy. 3D Max, you know, they've got some really, really well-known players in there, the likes of PHP, of Oscar, of Sneaks, Guardian. You know, these are all... But this whole thing on Cadred kind of threw me off. I'm not sure if it was actually an April Fool. Someone in chat can probably let me know after this first match of today, whether that actually turned out to be just a big joke. But either way, we're seeing a 3rd round buy here, which kind of surprises me from 3D Max. They've decided, you know what, let's go for it. Let's try and surprise them as we go in here, as PHP going to get knocked down as well there. Both Kevs and Enjoy picking up the kills. I'm going to put a bit more game sound in there. There we go. But we do have a 3-on-2, so advantage is with the CTs in terms of the manpower left available, but are they going to be able to get in there and find those kills? There is Enjoy being dealt with by Oscar, and Oscar going to drop Shoxy as well, and that will be 3rd round. A risky buyout always in round number 3, went in there with those FAMASas, but a nice pickup in the end. To answer your question, after everything, which I kind of avoided in the end because the action kicked off, I think 3D Max, honestly, they should, if it really was an April Fool's, be the stronger team for this one.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the rankings, how they came through into these playoffs, and I saw SuperstarS, they lost to Epsilon twice in Cup number 1 and 2, and I was really curious. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk too much about the controversies that happened around him, but that seemed like a big thing for them. I mean, losing to a team that got banned for hacking shows they're, you know, pretty decent.
Well, they got one player got banned for hacking.
Okay, one player.
We have to, you know, settle, at least be kind enough to the guys that didn't get banned. So, you know, when you play with qualifiers and one guy gets banned for cheating in the team, then automatically the team is then kicked out of the league because they had a cheater in there, which, you know, it happened, and I don't think we really need to dwell on it much more.
Yeah, I've always heard that Epsilon is like always an online team. I remember, like, I didn't even play Counter-Strike, but I always hear that from people. But I guess it worked out in the end.
Oh, there was a peek from Sneaks. He took right about a quarter of his health in damage there. As we switch over towards Oscar and back towards the banana site, because I was going to say that is surely where all the action's going to go down. The flashes actually see a retreat then from SuperstarS, with 4 men moving up towards that middle area. Here we go, first peek out. Cappy actually will have to back away from this one. Got a flash in hand as he puts one around, but Uzi has already got himself into that bomb site now as they spot Oscar at the back. Clean headshot coming out of Uzi, smokes it down. But here is Guardian coming out of the apartments from behind, gets himself two. There was a man in middle there, but Auto Director's like, nah, you don't want to watch that. You want to watch this, which is Cappy coming in through the library area. But SuperstarS are nicely onto this site, but the question is whether they can hold it. Another nice shot coming out of Uzi, but Cappy is still here from that backside. They really need this next kill coming down with Uzi very low. With G-Max now down, Uzi's got so much work to do. Will be picked off in the end by Guardian, and that will be 2 rounds to 2 in just a second when everyone's got their weapons that they wanted.
I really have to say, I was surprised that 3D Max actually came back in that, because you saw Sneaks, he backed away from middle, went through Archway, and that left, I believe it was Oscar all alone on the bomb site. He got taken out right away, but then you had Guardian come out of the apartments where no one on SuperstarS went through and picked up 2 nice clean kills. That was a really good take back, I have to say.
Yeah, strong stuff. And 3D Max, there we go. I always forget to show the scoreboard too much. I'm just not used to it. 5-2 is Guardian leading the way, so let's have a look what he can do with his AWP. Of course, pretty damn strong AWP player as he was. We'll have to see what he can throw out this time around. Grenade to alt middle will do the tiniest bit of damage to Uzi. Any bit of damage is a bonus. SuperstarS here starting to struggle for money. We can see there's a Galil in there. P250 actually for Shoxy as well. There's not really got too much to work with. G-Max was actually staring Shoxy right in the face there. Or not Shoxy. I don't know. It was Sneaks, I guess. Yes. No, it's Oscar up there. Just making things up as I go along. As per usual, SuperstarS back away once again in towards middle.
They committed actually a lot of flashes and smokes right there down that middle side. They did like a 3-man stack through everything they had, and then they were going to back away, look like go to Banana and take that B site, but they got held back, and that's got to hurt them here because they only have, I believe, 1 flashbang left in their hands.
Yeah, and now that's actually 0 flashes as Guardian is going to open things up there on towards G-Max. Here is Oscar. Sorry, Sneaks. I can't even read today. I'm just making it up as I see names flashing on the screen. Uzi going to take out PHP as well, and that was, after everything's said and done, a very clean entry from SuperstarS. They've left with just 2 men alive against them. Guardian actually coming from that CT spawn, AWP in hand, is looking for a peek onto the man right at the back, but in the end, that AWP in a 2 versus 4 is probably going to be worth more than trying, maybe getting 1, 2, max 3 kills you'd always expect, but not be able to really clutch things at the end. Instead, he's going to set himself up for a couple of exit frags, as I get the German word for a couple out there in that sentence.
What is the German word for it?
Par.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, Guardian was the only one to pick up the
special.
kill that round, and that was with that op. And I mean, 2v4, like you've played Counter-Strike enough to know what's the point in going in for that. You're not going to take it, especially when they have the site locked down with was it 3 or 4 AKs right there?
Yeah, you're not usually going to get in for something like that, especially when you've already picked up an AWP kill. They know that he's got that AWP. They're not going to peek, like, ever.
Right.
And you've got to go in there with an up close range, and yeah, you might get 1, you might get 2, but more probably not. As we are going to see him come down here. What a shot coming out onto Enjoy. He's not going to enjoy that one.
That was a beautiful shot. He actually rotated over there, went for that quick kill, and there's a 4-man push heading on this A side right now. No one in Archway, as Guardian does finally get out on the side. He does pick up 1. Will he get 2?
Oh, can't quite get the second, but he's got PHP here from the side who gets himself 1 there. Here is Cappy as well, and all of a sudden Shoxy finds himself as the last man left alive. He will drop Oscar. 3 more to find though. Most of them are on full HP at this point. Got a little bit of damage onto Cappy, but that Galil not going to have the most amount of damage in the world.
Enough to take him down, though.
Enough to take down Cappy, apparently, as he is now on the site itself. But bomb is down by the entry to library, and the fact is that 3D Max have decided, well, let's just watch this bomb. He's got to come to us at the end. Guardian behind the wall here on left of middle.
Really nice setup by 3D Max here, too. Like, he's going to get in the crossfire if he ever does peek. And Guardian again. That was
He kind of
his third kill of the round.
Only picked his arm out there, Shocks. He was like, just going to bait him in with the arm. Maybe he'll come out. But that's 3-3 then, all tied up again. And Guardian is carrying at this point. 9 for 2. 3 MVPs. Highest score by a long way on his team.
And Joe, I think I've asked this before, but Inferno, who would you give the side to? Like, what side has the advantage?
Well, the statistics that me and Paul have got together, like, from the group stage, it's basically very, very close in terms of, and I actually did this update of the stats today, and I think I might have just left them upstairs in the office, so that was a waste of 2 hours. So yeah, basically the servers crashed, which will hopefully just be a pause since the time's ticking down. But yeah, the stats that we had earlier on were, it was very, very close. It was like 55 to 45% CT bias, but obviously that'll have that changed, I think, a little bit this week after the group stage. So we got a little pause going on.
And I wanted to ask that
Love
because
pauses.
SuperstarS, you saw them. They took, I believe, B twice now, but they didn't take it with flashes or smokes. They took it with just brute force. They'd walk in there, get a couple of kills. It took A a couple times with the same kind of motto. They haven't really been using the flashes and smokes to their advantage, and it was leading me to think, you know, the terrorist side might have the advantage over this since they don't even need that to get in there. Well,
Inferno's one of those maps where each team has, you know, a stronger side, and that's usually the bias that you see coming out of it. The actual difference between in terms of percentages and rounds won and lost, and that's from a good sample size from all 4 qualifying cups, like 2,600 rounds, I think it is overall, all the stats. So it's a good sample size to back up those kind of statistics. But we've got a pause coming in here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to be a long one, because I hate pauses, Jason.
I know how we all hate them.
Pauses make me an angry, angry man.
And no, you won't like Joe when he's angry.
So I'm trying to find out this Guardian thing.
Yeah, explain the story to me again for him. Because you said it was maybe an April Fool's joke, but...
Yeah, because they released a statement saying Guardians left the team. Can you just drop in game so that if we unpause...
Well, is there rules in the whole setup where you have to, like, maybe they don't have a person replace him to play this match, so he's just playing it for them here?
No, you're allowed to change players, but only you can't take a player in that's already played in the cup before in the previous round, which is actually doesn't make any sense, because Absolute Legends had 2 Epsilon guys playing for them. I don't know, if maybe some rule with the team doesn't exist and blah blah. It's like Guardian leaves 3D Max. Yeah, I want to join an international team, and everyone's like 1st of April. So yeah,
I think it's safe to assume then.
I don't know if it was actually in the end. Oh, everyone can see my Red Bull. Damn you guys!
Oh, what is? It's all sticky here on the desk.
Yeah, that was Freak dropping Sprite, I'm afraid.
Good guy, Freak.
Okay, so our admin clarifying for us there. So basically, they're just playing this because they didn't want to give the spot up, which I can.
So Guardian did leave.
So Guardian did leave,
okay.
And 3D Max are. So yeah, but if they qualify, there's different rules. I'm not sure if the team
holds the spot.
Well, the thing is, it's the majority of the team holds the spot.
Right.
So if you've got 3 players left from the team, they hold the spot. Hopefully I'm clearing that one up correctly there. I'm sure Cartman will tell me anything there. But we've got a pause coming in if you're just joining us and wondering what the hell is going on here. We do have a pause right now, so we're just waiting. Guardian is the only one in 3D Max. The rest quit. So yeah, there's lots of rumors going around and blah blah blah.
So long story short, the team's pretty much broken up.
Yeah, there's some other rumors as well that are slightly weird, like about Face and Delpan and SK Gaming maybe. I don't want to spread rumors that I've just read on the internets. Well, I kind of just did, but yeah. Now we'll see how that one all goes. So, another pause. We've had actually when I was alone, We had 1 million pauses in one day. That was great. Because Paul was driving back from Paris, where he got stuck.
Looks like we are back live.
Good. So that's all the filler gone. Don't need to talk anymore. We're just getting in the game. The scoreline 3-3. As hopefully, whatever issues we've had will be sorted out, and we won't need any more of those pauses. This time around, SuperstarS looking like they may try and get themselves up middle, but still 1 minute of this round to go.
Speaking of middle, check out where Cap is right now. Look at that.
Yeah, that boosts up onto the balcony. Yeah.
He might be able to catch all three right here with this too. Or give his position away.
Yeah, he gives his position away. Gets himself one though, so it's not all bad for Cap there. As they back away once again, but they still have a couple of men here waiting around that middle area. Shoxy actually does have the AWP, so interested to see how this one all works out for them in the end, and Guardian is going to take him down, so we can forget that AWP in the mix of things here. G-Max, I'm guessing he's the guy that actually timed out, since he was just stood there for the remainder of the round. As PHP comes in, actually does a good bit of damage onto the man planting the bomb, but he actually got the bomb down in the end as PHP switched targets. Well, they're going back in for the defuse. He got no kit at this point, but it's not going to matter. G-Max is going to be dropped. He was lagged out, and that will be 4 rounds to 3 in favor of 3D Max. So, they take the lead in this one.
Maybe we're seeing why Guardian wanted to leave for an international team, as he's carrying his team right now. He's, what, 10-2? That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he's doing well. There's no doubt about that one. Guardian is having a very good time of things. And that's interesting because obviously if they finish in the top 2 tonight, they will qualify for the RaidCall EMS 1 LAN finals, which will be happening here in Cologne. As we praise Guardian, he misses a shot next time around. And a second one. They're actually on the eco this time around, so should be around for 3D Max, but of course in Counter-Strike Go they're definitely not as easy to call as they used to be in previous versions. And we've seen time and time again so far this season in RaidCall EMS 1 that it's possible to pick up eco rounds. As Guardian watches out towards the end of the boiler room. SuperstarS holding fairly far back. Enjoy G-Max and Uzi all off to this right hand side. The smoke comes in. Guardian will back directly off from this one, but the push is coming around. There is Guardian. Takes out G-Max. I just realised I've not got auto direct on there, which means we miss all the action, and that triple from Cap at the end there. He gets himself a hat trick. And that is 3D Max going 5-3.
It was a great entrance by them, though. I mean, they did get middle completely opened up wide, but they just couldn't kill that guy on balcony who was by apartments. He just took them out, and then he had everyone focusing him. All the 3 that ran up the middle were trying to shoot him down. They just got killed from the side by Cap. Yeah. That's my analysis of the.
I've got a story that just came into my head. Well, I'll save that for a point. What doesn't actually mean anything in the game. Perhaps when we get the next pause, which is probably going to happen in the whole course of the evening. Here we go. Then lots of flashes from SuperstarS coming in onto this A bomb site. Some good counter flashes, but SuperstarS are in right now as PHP comes through. He gets dealt with by Kevs, but there he sneaks. Can he get himself any more? Not quite, but the amount of damage that he's done is actually decent there. They just kind of need a good couple of grenades to get in. There is Uzi making the peek out. He's finished off by Oscar. 2 versus 3 with a bomb now planted and ticking away for SuperstarS. Here comes a grenade in towards the back. Will it get himself? No.
Guardian's flanking from the side.
Yeah.
He's coming in from Banana.
There's another grenade, though, that's going to get picked up. That could get him a kill. No, they're all down to within 20 HP. They've got hardly anything left between them as Guardian is going to get one. Oscar gets another one. Pretty obvious where that position is going to be from Shoxy now as Guardian is going to have to defuse. And here comes Shoxy around the side. Gets himself both. That was clutch play from Shoxy. And those grenades just maybe a tad deeper into the bomb site or more to the left, and it would have got one of those guys that they took down at the first. Either way, Shoxy, great stuff.
Some people just don't have that ability to get things in there deeper, though, Joe. They just got to work with what they're given. So it was unfortunate, but that was a great shot, though. You were saying my SuperstarS right there, Shoxy. He was 2 seconds left on the
defuse.
On the defuse. I was gonna say despawn for a second. That made no sense.
And now. Another round for SuperstarS where their early round is getting up there in towards this middle area. His Guardian is going to pick off the first frag here. He's managed to get away with 14% of his health remaining.
It's a really great hold by him as well. Like, he got blinded right off the bat and still was able to pick up one and retreat. But we do have that 3-man push coming in from Banana. And who is that left alone in B right now? That is Sneaks.
There's a flash around. Guardian going to take down Enjoy, and that wasn't the most fluid of movements we've ever seen. Let's see what Sneaks can do. He's going to have 2 men coming in here from the backside. Auto Director says you don't want to watch that. Let's get back in towards Shoxy, who had a good round last time around. Cap is going to drop him this time. Going to put a cap in his ass. Still coming around the back here. There's a second cap in the second ass. This time G-Max. But now Uzi is the last man left alive. He's up against 3 men. There's a kill on Cap and on towards PHP as well. Can he find Oscar, who's coming in from that CT spawn side? Uzi got himself 3. There's a grenade around. Oscar on the defuse. Oh, nice play by Uzi. He comes around. Uzi picks up the final one. What a round again. And that's 2 rounds in a row where SuperstarS have had to rely on 1 man to really do the deal for them. The round before, of course, it was Shoxy. This time it was Uzi. It's brilliant.
5-5. Oh, yeah, it was brilliant. It's 5-5 as well. That was just a great hold in general. Was he trapped in the smoke right there? We're still able to pick up a couple of kills. I had something to say and I was like, wait. I forgot.
I'm tongue-tied today. I'm not sure where that's really come from. So it's a switching of games within 3 days, doing League of Legends on Sunday, World of Tanks yesterday, and Counter-Strike Go today. So I'll get there, guys. Bear with me. So, eco round for 3D Max. And there is Enjoy coming in with a P250 of his own. Sneaks going in there as well. Uzi has dropped PHP finally. And Sneaks up on top of the wall. Uzi had already thought that he could be hanging around by there. And now Oscar is again the last man left standing. This time around it's no fancy 1v1. It's a 1 versus 5, which if he pulls off here with that P2000, I'd be more than impressed with.
If he pulls it off, I'll pull off my shirt. Good. I was very confident in saying that.
That's the best outcome for us all, I'm sure.
6-5
then, SuperstarS back into the lead. Let's have a look down the scoreboard, see where we're at. 14 for 6 scoreline from Uzi. If you look over on the other side, though, I mean, 3D Max, you've got Guardian at 14 for 5, Cap 9 for 7. The rest have not really shown too much awesomeness up until now.
Yeah, and I'm curious why. On top of that, because I mean, I guess them breaking up as a team might be one big factor, and SuperstarS have been playing extremely well so far this game, as we do have another 3-man push, technically 4-man push on a Banana right now. Bomb is going to be heading into sight here, and they will throw the smokes, will throw the flashes. Will they pick up any kills?
Well, PHP going to get himself the first one here. There's a lot of counter flashes coming in there as well, and a lot of smoke down as he starts to clear. Guardian gets one. He's then dropped, but Sneaks is still on the site here. He's going to spray down, but doesn't get a kill onto either of them. He's done a lot of damage there. As Cap's grenade, this HE could make or break this round. And he's still got it. Is he going to actually throw it at some point? You'd imagine so. As flashes go over. Grenade going to throw into completely the wrong place. Did manage to knock down one to just 17 HP. Cap manages to get the final 2 in there as well. And that was 3 kills for him this round as well. He's got no kit, but he's going to have enough time to get that final defuse in, and we're going to be tied up again at 6-6. Of course, we are in group stage, so a draw is very possible, as we saw not last week, 2 weeks ago now. Obviously, we had 2 teams tied at the top of Group B. That was ESC and Absolute Legends. They both went through.
Joe, I have to say, you were talking about Oscar, Sneaks, and Razor not doing so well, not really showing really anything. And I was watching that entire invade that we saw happen, and they just got outgunned. Like, it wasn't even, like, outplayed. It was just straight, his aim was better than his.
Oh, and his Guardian ridiculous as well on Banana. This could go very badly for him as he gets himself 2. Switches away from what actually wasn't a flash at the start. And he's managed to walk himself out of there. And that's the kind of thing that you just can't let happen, to be honest. I mean, you've got an AWP at the end of Banana up against a bunch load of AKs. You can't let him get in, get 2 kills, and get out without losing More than the 2 health that he's lost from that light. Just doesn't quite compute in the grand scheme.
And 3D Max, they realized, but their B site was really weak right there, because if not mistaken, Guardian was actually playing middle.
Yeah.
And then they rotated him in because they saw how weak B was. We do see PHP going to pick up the first kill. It looks like no one else is going to come into that B site, but they are going to back away instead. And it looks like make an attempt over at A site. The last 2 members of SuperstarS up against the 5 of 3D Max. I don't think they're going to really be able to pull this one off.
Oh, Oscar actually going to have them lining up perfectly here for him. He's like, thank you very much, Shoxy, and enjoy. And that will bring us 7 rounds to 6. 3D Max 1 away from a guaranteed lead from this first half. And it looks like SuperstarS struggling for cash. Couple of P250s, in fact 3 P250s picked up there. 2 Glocks. And just a bunch of flashes. And a smoke. So that's what they've got to work with this time around. You'll be thinking then from that 3D Max will be able to pull off the 8-7 at this point. Or 8-6, obviously it would be.
So they are rushing straight into the A site right now. We see Guardian pick up 1 kill. There's 2 more members already in that middle lane. He's going to pick up another one. And he will actually should be able to back out as one more person in apartment. Going to pick up a 3rd.
Wow.
Guardian. God damn.
Yeah, this guy is ridiculously good. He definitely is. There's no doubt about that one. And obviously in that he's now a bit of a free agent on the market. Interesting to see where he goes.
He's 20-6 right now.
Who are these Frenchies on the Go TV? Admins!
I don't want to say anything about that.
Oh, again, Guardian. I don't think we've got Auto Director on, but I think we can just leave it on Guardian at this point. As Enjoy is going to come up here. Guardian is going to destroy him. No problem.
He's going to walk into death.
Where are they going to go here? SuperstarS saying AWP's at A. Let's go B, because I don't fancy going head-to-head with him.
I was just thinking that because they had that happen in the last couple of rounds.
That's not even funny how ridiculous that is. Shoxy literally stood there. Guardian peeks around, could hardly even see him. Just destroys him. And he's going to go for even more now. On to Kevs.
He missed a shot.
Flash actually come around. Yeah, I think he was partially flashed though, so... You know, the distraction of that flash coming around the corner is always a dangerous one. But that leaves either way SuperstarS with Kevs with 100 HP and G-Max with just 9 health remaining to do anything for them in this round. And it's looking like 3D Max gonna be 9-6 up at the half. We've seen crazier things though.
Yeah, let's say like I thought SuperstarS were gonna save here, but what's the point? It's the last round.
Yeah. Yeah, G-Max picked up that AWP, which, well, you know, when you've got 9 HP, actually the AWP is probably a better choice. But 1 shot and you can get a kill, but then you're going to die afterwards, or if not before Oscar comes around. Kevs was trying to plant. That will be the end of the first half. 9 rounds to 6. Guardian 23 for 7. That's 10 kills more than anyone else on his team. 6 kills more than anyone else in the game. So he's kind of destroying things right now. Obviously, not going to have that AWP this first time around, but SuperstarS, if they win pistol, could get themselves back and level in terms of score.
Yeah, I want to see how well Guardian actually does on this this half of the map. I mean, because he doesn't have that easy opportunity to get those alt picks, but we'll see how it works out. They are going 4 down this alt mid right now, and they might just go for that straight rush that we saw SuperstarS do in round 1 of the last half.
Yeah, 4-1 split with 1 coming straight up the middle. There's the push through towards apartments. Enjoy. He's going to back off as a smoke. He's put down flashes, going to be thrown in there as well. There is Enjoy, dropped by Cap. What a shot, reactionary shot as he turned away from the possibility of the flash. Only 1 kill came down there, and Shoxy is going to take out Guardian, but that's 3 versus 1. There's a flash and a HE. There was the flash thrown out. Shoxy got a flash and a smoke. But Oscar is there with the Glock. And as we know, the terrorist side statistically is stronger on pistols by a decent margin. And 3D Max there going 10-6 in the lead. And let's not forget that SuperstarS lost the last pistol as well. They lost pistol 1. They lost the second round. They bought up for Masters in round 3. No, that's bullshit because they were on the terrorist side.
Yeah,
that was 3D
won
Max
the first one,
yeah.
and they bought up second and took it back on the eco round. It looks like Sneaks actually might
True
be
that.
AFK right now. He's just sitting. Oh, there he goes. But he actually has an AK on his side of the team. A little bit of a ballsy pickup right off the bat, as only in the second round. But they will go for a 4-man push onto this B side here, and they will send one member over towards A. As Oscar's just going to work his way up the apartments. And I don't really think SuperstarS can really hold this site right now against, what, 2 or 3 AKs and a Galil?
You wouldn't really expect them to be able to. They've got Shoxy boosted up, or climbed up in the tree. But they're in on the bomb site. There is PHP to get himself 1. Can he find number 2? He's going to go aggressive here, I think. Yes, he is. Gets himself number 2. There's the grenade thrown out on towards Enjoy's position, who comes in. Drops.
They don't see him. He's in the tree. Look up. He's in the tree.
Yeah, they'll spot him in a second. There we go. It's like one of the positions that you don't always check, but to be honest, someone spots them after a certain amount of time, and Chuck's like, I mean, I'm waiting, I'm hiding, I'm doing well.
You're calling him a monkey from climbing the tree.
Ah, damn it. So, 11 rounds to 6. 3D Max 2 out of 2 here on the second half. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Going for another 4-1, just like on that pistol round here. But with guns against leaving another eco round on SuperstarS, I'm pretty sure they can take this one very easily. So there's only one member currently sitting at that A site at this point.
And yeah, that's gonna be G-Max, who, well, didn't last very long. Let's put it that way. Did get a couple of shots off, but not really what they were looking for onto Guardian. Bomb going to be planted by Sneaks, and they are going to set up the defense of this bomb site. What do we have weaponry-wise? P250 is pretty much across the board here from SuperstarS. As it's not seemingly going to make too much difference to get the 1 kill, but can they get any more? Yes, Uzi picks off Sneaks as well, but nonetheless, the death comes around. Yeah, and that will be 12-6.
Those 2 kills not mattering in the end. If you look at how much money currently 3D Max is sitting on, every member had over 6,000. So,
loads of money.
Ooh, they'll lose a gun, but they can just buy it right back and probably buy another one on top of that.
So, let's see. Interested to see how good SuperstarS are going to be here on this CT side. And Shoxy going for the AWP here in round number 4. Guardian is going to say, I will quite happily take that fight. And wow, he spots Shoxy back behind the pillar, then comes back out, nails him in the head. Like, Guardian is without a doubt one of the top AWP players around. We'll see. I'm excited. He actually, in that statement, he was basically like, I look forward to joining the international team so that we can take down NIP. Which is obviously everybody's aim at this point because, well, NIP are, without doubt, the team to beat.
Who do you think comes as a close second? Would it be
close second?
Wait, is there a close second?
No.
Well, who would be second to them then, would you say? And faculty? Because they did beat... I thought they did beat NIP once.
Yeah, online. NIP have basically only lost online. That's it. Like, we've seen Very Games challenge them. I've lost everything from the top of my head of what happened at Copenhagen Games this weekend. Obviously, Navi didn't challenge them because they all walked out of the tournament. But either way, 3-on-2. Let's concentrate back onto this round. As Cap just going to flash around here, but ends up dying as Kevs comes around the corner. And it's now all on Guardian. With that AWP in the back, gets himself 1. Uzi will finish off. Diffuse is going to come in. Kev's actually got himself a kit. And that will be 12-7. So SuperstarS showing that they can put rounds on the board here on this CT side. But, you know, it's only 4 for the victory for 3D Max at this point.
Yeah, and unfortunately, only winning that round didn't limit the other team on guns. They're going to come right back in full force. 5 AK-47s. And I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if they go for an A-push here. Just like another 4-1, because it's been working so well for them so far.
It looks like that is exactly what they're going to be going for. And Uzi and Enjoy just washing the left-hand side. The middle, Shoxy is going to pick off Guardian for the first kill, which, you know, we were just looking at the map, seeing exactly what positions they were going for. There's Uzi getting himself another one. PHP will drop him, but they've not checked the left-hand side. Kevs gets 1. It's now 3-on-2. Sneaks moving in. There's a man on balcony. Cap should have dealt with him. Well, that smoke completely covering his vision, and there is Enjoy on the balcony. And that was just the smoke. That was the smoke positioning that won him that.
What just happened there? Like, Guardian, okay, so your Guardian ran a banana, like being very ballsy, very cocky, gets taken out, and then they just, like, run out 1 by 1 and die.
Well, no, the thing is, it wasn't that much 1 by 1. The thing is,
like, in the apartments when they came out to middle.
Yeah, on the balcony, there was a smoke down here.
Okay.
And you had one guy here and one guy here. And the CT's here. So he can't see him, and by the time he comes down, he gets killed anyway. We just missed a complete round there from SuperstarS,
It was an eco round.
It doesn't really matter, it was an eco. But it's 12-9. Either way, let's have a look down the score, see how they've changed. Guardian still leading the way, but Uzi doing a fantastic job as well. 26 for 14 at this stage, starting to catch up in frags with Guardian. What can they catch up in rounds on the board? That's what they need.
Yeah, kills don't matter. It's the rounds.
Well, kills do kind of matter. Like, if you have 100 kills,
Okay.
then you've just dominated the game.
All right, I'll give you that one.
As is Shoxy picking off Oscar, and that was a reactionary position to his spawn.
Yeah, that was
getting there quickly.
I was gonna say that's the first thing they ever pushed up out of the apartment side right there, but it worked out. Caught him off guard, got one kill. Do have that push happening on the middle right now. 3 members over toward mid side, 1 over in apartment. Very scared actually at this point, because he's thinking that Shoxy's still pushed up right now.
Yeah, they're gonna back away completely from that one.
Oh, sorry, that was Enjoy. No, that was Shoxy.
Yeah, it was Shoxy who had the initial peak with that AWP. There is Cap going to go down to Uzi as well. Uzi himself will fall to Sneaks though, who comes around that other side. And time's starting to tick down. 50 seconds left remaining of this one. As Kev's going to meet PHP here in a second. Actually, he's done a good chunk of damage, down to just 7 health there. PHP Sneaks comes around the corner. G-Max will deal with that one, and the crossfire set up brilliantly. It's now all on Guardian, who's probably going to lose out to Enjoy. Didn't even check down in pit. And that is 12-10. SuperstarS up into double figures.
Yeah, that really was a great crossfire there as well. Like one towards Archway, one over towards mid. Caught him off guard completely. I don't think they had any flashes on top of them as well to really put down to defend against that. But SuperstarS, they're showing that, you know, they deserve to be here. They deserve to be in the playoffs, and they deserve to be in the offline finals because they are, you know, after being down, was it 9-6? They have come back quite a bit.
Yeah, don't forget we have 2 other teams in the group, though, Gamed and N Faculty. And N Faculty, oh, I'll hold that thought because we've got G-Max here making an early push. Actually, we'll take down Guardian for the first, but look at this. Uzi's come down middle as well, and they've completely sandwiched those men in. Now Oscar here by the tree, and alt middle will finally take down Uzi and Shoxy as well. And all of a sudden, we find ourselves in a 2 versus 2. Enjoy over in the B side, Kev's in A. In terms of health, the advantage there is with SuperstarS. But 3D Max have the freedom of that terrorist side to pick their target. Bomb is currently down.
I don't know where. I'm looking for it and I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was around there somewhere. There it is. Just saw a bit of a glimpse of it. PHP will pick that one up in alt mid.
Oh, Oscar's walking into a trap right now. And he goes the other way instead.
Oh, this is going to be close stuff. Kev's
He's gonna
waiting
get both.
around the side. Let's get in his view. Gets Oscar. Can he get PHP as well? No, PHP gets the better of him. And now it's all into a 1 versus 1. Enjoy versus PHP. Both players with 100 HP. Both players got a couple of flashes
so
and a
blind.
grenade. He knows where he's coming from here, surely. As the grenades come down, Enjoy going to get spotted, and PHP gets the better of him. Right. You know, that's the thing about a flash. Yeah, it can blind someone, but it also gives you position away 100% of the time, especially when they see it being thrown around the corner. So, guns drop there from PHP as well. 3D Max moved to within 3 rounds away from their first 3 points.
I'm not a strategy master in CSGO in any way, but SuperstarS, they've changed the way they played. Like in the beginning of this half, they started playing very passive, letting 3D Max push into them, and then out of nowhere they start to switch to be really aggressive, and because of that, they've been winning rounds. However, in that last one, obviously, as you saw, it worked out against them. 3D Max kind of countered a little bit, but still, it was really interesting to see them switch it up from being really passive to being really aggressive. It caught 3D Max.
Let's see what they go for this time around. It's definitely more of a rooted in the bomb site strategy. As Shoxy is going to get... Wow.
He's just
I was
waiting
going to
for
say
him.
going to peek out onto Guardian, but Guardian was already watching that. And now SuperstarS trying to rotate themselves back around into the site. The smoke is locking off this backside. HE will come rolling out of the smoke there and do some damage to G-Max as well. 5 versus 4. Make that 4 on 4. Uzi will drop Guardian. Can they get any more? Cap will watch the back entry. He will take out G-Max. Kevs is there as well. He makes the entry, and we see a couple of kills coming down from both sides, but there is Kevs. We're now in a 1 versus 1. Sneaks versus Kevs, and Sneaks has given his position away. He's trying to keep his head down here. Kevs coming in from the side and completely messed that one up. He knew he had to make the move to get the defuse off in time, and Sneaks manages to take him out. 14-10, 3D Max now. Well, all but secured themselves a draw, I think we can call it here. I mean, SuperstarS have to win now all 6 rounds in a row if they don't want to suffer defeat or draw.
Well, you can tell in their gear they actually bought up quite a bit, as everyone has the smokes, grenades, and flashes. And I was really surprised to see not SuperstarS, 3D Max to pull that one off. Sneaks, he gave away his position really in a bad way, like he shot for no reason, and then got lucky as SuperstarS walked around the corner and didn't pick up the kill.
Yeah, the funny thing is, though, the fact that he made noise actually won him that round, because the only reason that Kevs, in the end, actually backed away after he didn't get the kill was because he knew he had the time to come in. He fired off as many as he thought would kill him and then ran straight back and got shot in the back. So the fact that Sneaks gave his position away really forced Kevs' hand there. Either way, that leaves us at a 14-10 scoreline. See that Oscar struggling a little bit for cash, as there is the first kill coming in. PHP drops Kevs, but took a lot of damage in the process, down to just 4 health. So Enjoy again was just waiting down at the end of the apartments on the balcony. Sneak's going to peek out here. Can he get the better of Uzi? Yes, he can. Nicely done. The push, though, is going to be coming on towards that B site. Here is... Oh, G-Max is actually going to get himself 3. Can he find number 4? Yes, he can. Brilliant play from G-Max. And Sneak's wondering what the hell happened to the rest of his team. He's now up against 3, 2 of which got full HP. There's G-Max to pick up the ace. That was a brilliant round from SuperstarS and from G-Max, and that keeps them in the game.
I think he heard you when you were saying, you know, it looks like 3D Max might secure a tie. And he's like, wait, crap, we should probably step up our game, and picked up an ace. Very well played, because 3D Max played that very passive. They walked up very slow the entire time. They sat behind a smoke, but he was able to pick up those 5 kills. That's all that matters.
An ace, not something that we get to see a lot of. Certainly not on gun rounds. If it was this round with the Eco 3D Max, then probably not quite the achievement, but at this stage...
Okay, G-Max do it again?
Every little bit helps. G-Max has actually managed to get himself 2. There we go. Auto-director catches itself up there, managing to this time with 4 kills. Last one stolen away by Shoxy. He actually died there in the end before he could have picked it up anyway. And if we look down the scoreboard, G-Max is still only in 3rd. But don't forget, he actually disconnected.
Yes, he did.
Like 6 rounds in, I think, when it was 3-3. So he's actually doing a lot better than enjoying Shoxy have really brought to the table, in terms of kills at least, at this stage of things. So 14-12, SuperstarS still hanging on here, still trying to bring themselves back in this one. Some big flashes come down middle. That's going to slow their push. And Kevs actually has got up close and personal. He's going to spray through the smoke. Gets himself 1. Can he find any more? No. Oscar deals with him, but Uzi is around there as well. Here's another flash out from G-Max. Guardian was there. The peak comes down. G-Max takes out Oscar first of all. PHP comes around the corner. Gets himself 2 onto G-Max and Uzi. And it's now 2 versus 1. PHP is going to get sandwiched here, though. And both men have 100 HP. No HEs. There's a flash, though. Shoxy comes around, finishes off PHP. Really nice round coming out of SuperstarS. 14-13. This is not over by a long way.
I can't tell if it's SuperstarS playing phenomenal right now, or if it's 3D Max playing like they don't care, it seems. Like, because they just keep rushing in right now. They were playing passive before, really picking up some kills, but it just seems like their focus is gone.
Well, at the end of the day, they're no longer a team anymore as well, so... Can't really blame him too much for that one, as SuperstarS going to put the pressure on this time around and get themselves the early first kill. Cappy is going to die. Uzi, easy headshot onto him there without losing any HP. And as I say, he doesn't lose any HP. He was actually down to 75. I don't know if that was actually from earlier. There's Shoxy onto Oscar as well, and one by one they are falling. Sneaks gets himself a weapon though. Can he take out Uzi? Uzi down to just 33%. The flash comes over the top.
Shoxy's behind them right now.
Yeah, but they spotted his position here. Enjoy comes in as well, and basically sandwiched is the only way to describe that one. And we go to 14-14, all tied up. And it was bound to happen. A delay at the start of the day, and then a thrilling game. But that's exactly what we want here in the group. Of course, in Group B, we saw a tie last week as well, or the week before last, technically was. Let's see what we get from today. Still, either team can win, can still have a draw. But SuperstarS have started off nice with the first kill with a grenade on to Cap. 5 versus 4 scenario for the terrorists now. It's PHP using his movement skills here to find the high ground.
No one's actually watching in the apartments right now. And it looks like 3D Max might be able to take advantage of this. We do see Uzi getting in position in the back of the site, but I don't know. Wow, like,
yeah, the thing is, there's 2 ways to play that area. I mean, you can let them take it over and defend deeper. They generally then run into more crossfire, more of a brick wall setup.
right.
Or you can defend it deep and slow them down before they even get to that point. But 45 seconds to go. 3D Max are pretty much committed now to this site. 40 seconds on the clock. I'm guessing at 35 or so they may just go for this one. There is 35. And they are going to make their move. Here we go then. Flashes coming down. Counter flashes in position as Oscar gets himself 1 and 2. Guardian has chimed in with another one. There is G-Max to pull one back, but it's 3 versus 2. Shoxy and G-Max need to get together for this one. There are 2 flashes and a smoke left here with the terrorists as PHP will lock down G-Max. Let's get around to Shoxy. Last man left alive here. Moving in with the M4. He's got 2 men right in front of him, and he will be pinned to the wall and taken out by Guardian. 15-14, last round of our first game.
That was actually a really crazy last round. I was just watching the entire time, just thinking, what are they going to do next? And we saw a great push out of 3D Max. Came in, got a great. Oscar got some great entrance kills as well into that side, opening up completely. But like you're saying, last round, what are they going to go for here? They've been going A consistently. Are they going to stick to it? It looks like they in fact will.
Yeah. If we look here at the overview, you can see exact positions right now. Guardian again with that AWP. But he's been so instrumental. Without Guardian, it probably wouldn't be close at this stage of the game, I think.
I have to say, though, on the terrorist side, he hasn't been that impactful. At least over the last 10 rounds. He hasn't done too much.
Yeah, I mean, he's sat at, what, 32? So I think he was at about 23 after the first
Something
round,
like, yeah,
so
23.
He's not been as impactful, that's for sure, as the first round. But
it did give him the lead for the first half.
Exactly.
Looks like they're going to go for a B push here. They are setting up some smokes. A couple flashes going to come out, and they are going to go for the site here. And Shoxy's going to be forced back away into construction right there. As he, in fact, does come back out, but will they pick up a couple of kills?
Yeah, that's because they've taken this first kill onto Cap, and actually that forces the rotation around from the terrorists. So 4 men working their way over that side.
Oh, G-Max rotating right now.
Oh, PHP going to go head-to-head here with Kevs. Can he get the kill? Not quite. Wow. Both players going low. It's PHP that actually came off worse with just 6 HP remaining. Uzi going to peek out on towards Oscar. It's looking good here for SuperstarS to come back and claim the draw. There is Uzi with his 3rd kill. Can they get any more from this one? There is Sneaks, and Joy will finish him off. And our first game of the day will end in a draw. 15-15 between 3D Max and their opponents in this one. SuperstarS, both teams still very, very capable, of course, then, of winning the group. So, what I want to check now is the scores from the other games. Let's see if I can find them. Scores of the other game. And then we can figure out exactly. Hopefully someone's updated the website, but then again, they haven't. So I kind of expected that to be the case, to be honest. I can check over on hltv.org. Maybe that should have already been updated. N-Factor vs 3D Max. Nope, that's not what I want. Where is it? EMS 1. Results. I'm getting there. So, N-Factor versus Game 16-3. and Faculty smashing gamed out of that one. I'm actually going to just write these down here. So if we get into that scenario that we had last week, which was, working out rounds to who goes through in the final game. Throw that one on the floor. Someone else will clean it up later, don't worry. So 16-3, N Faculty versus Gamed. And of course, 15-15 for SuperstarS versus 3D Max. So I've got that on my papers. Hopefully, if we get to that whole calculating round stuff, Jason is really good at maths. So he's going to be the one that actually does that one.
And you would always get really close when they're trying to cap the point. You would always guess the percent they would get to.
Yeah. There was always a guess, though. It was never actually...
But you got it like on the nose a couple times.
Really worked out from that one. I did get some lucky ones in there as well. So, guys, we will be coming up with our next game here in a little while. It's going to be SuperstarS versus Gamed, which actually...
I would prefer to see the other one.
Yeah, me too, when I think about it now. Basically, I picked the games first, but... No, let's stick to the plan. Let's stick to the plan. Basically, if Gamed lose, they're out.
Right.
SuperstarS is then me on fourth. So that's possibly Game's last showing here, their last chance to do anything. So we'll stick with the game that we're going for, SuperstarS versus Gamed. Obviously, there are other streams going on in different languages. So if you want to watch in German, in French, in... I think maybe a Russian stream is up there in there today. Or if you just want to be cool and stay with us, then that's exactly what you should do. We'll obviously be back in just a little while with our next game coming up from this one. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Also, don't forget to follow the Twitch channel here, ESLTV-CS. That is the channel that we use every time here for casting Counter-Strike, so make sure you do that. And also follow us on Twitter, @Joe_Miller, @JCapLol. It's only a temporary name, though, so don't abuse him too much. We'll be back with SuperstarS versus Gamed in just a little while. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Professional-grade communication tool. The choice of professional teams. Perfect stream viewing experience. Chosen by online streamers. Easy to use voice messenger service. Chosen by over 12 million gamers.
Communication is always vital when competing in tournaments. Winning a match requires perfect coordination. You cannot win by yourself.
RaidCall. Communication for winners.